All right, this is a video I never thought I'd really be making. We have decided, Grams and I have decided that we just don't work well together anymore. So we've gone our separate ways as of this week. And
we did not. We did not. I just wasn't ready. He was just being a butt.
Grams is slow, so I figured I'd start the video without her.
So,
shall we start?
Do your intro.
Shall we start over?
Yes.
All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage.
We are.
And while we're not taking a break from each other, we kind of took a break from each other this week.
We did this week.
We divided and conquered. We went different directions this week, not intentionally, I don't think. It just kind of worked out that way. So we did a lot of stuff, not necessarily. We sat down to think about what we did this week for the video, and everything we did, we kind of did separate.
He did, she did.
So,
and a little we did.
That's the video we're going to make.
That's what I put up on a word. He did, she did, we did.
Yep.
The week as a reseller.
The week as a reseller, as a solo reseller, I guess. So.
Semi-solar.
Yep. All right. So we have an extremely busy day of packing today. Like, it's going to be crazy. I think we have almost 100 items. I think it's going to be closer to 50 or 60 packages, but a lot of items. So we've got a ton of packing to do today. What's the first thing I sold?
We sold a watch. I've been doing really good with watches. I picked up a couple more that I bought. I actually bought 2 of them on the dollar auction, but this isn't one of them. This one came from Proxy Bid, but it is a Pierre Cardin men's gold tone diamond accent watch.
Oui, oui. Sounds French. That's it right there.
New battery. It is working, and it sold for $58. Remember back in the day when you used to be able to buy a watch for like $5 at Wally World?
Fun fact, when I was in basic training, my battle buddy, Schultz, his name was Schultz, we used to buy up watches. No, it was in AIT. We used to buy up watches and sell them in the barracks to other people. That was like one of my first side hustles, was actually selling watches.
I've never heard that story ever in our almost 30 years of marriage.
Yep. Me and Schultz, we were hawking watches left and right. We sold a lot of watches.
Because you needed one in the military. You got to know what time it is so you know where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there.
So, young 18-year-old Corey was out there flipping watches. All right, what sold next?
We sold an appliance part. We sold a Maytag OEM replacement, number whatever, washer timer. You can't see it.
Okay, well, this is what it is. It's there, you can see Maytag. This is out of our free appliances.
It is. And that one sold for $74.99. That's my second highest sale behind the one timer that sold for $114.99.
All right, so the he said part of the story here. This week, I focused really heavily on our new niche store project or experiment, whatever you want to call it.
Corey's new store.
It's an experiment. I will say this is a niche we never really said what the niche was. It's in ephemera. We're doing ephemera. So old antique photos, postcards, stereoviews, things like that.
Everything vintage and antique.
Yep. So it's all paper ephemera. And in this store, eBay wide, I guess, that it has a sell-through rate of about 1.5% to 2%. So it's very, like, I would not recommend this niche.
Low sell-through rate.
Yes. So this is very much an experiment to see what we can do with a niche store, even when we stack the odds against us by going with something that just notoriously sells horribly slow. So today's day 16. We went from 0 to 350 items on the store as of today. And during that time, like just yesterday, I think I finalized setting up the volume discounts for the store. I had to update to the subscription model, the $28 a month.
Yep, because he hit 250 listings.
Yep, we passed our listing, so I had to upgrade to the $28 a month store.
Can I make a comment about those store subscriptions?
They're crazy.
We were looking at them, and we know a couple people that have
100 plus thousand
items in their store. And so we were curious when we were driving this weekend on how much the store subscriptions cost.
Yep.
They range from what, $5 all the way up to
3,000 plus.
$2,999.
Yep, that's crazy.
That's insane. Can you imagine paying $3,000 just to be able to have your stuff on eBay?
That's insane. I mean, if you were doing the volume and you could justify it, I guess that's one thing. So if you're going to have 100,000 items in your store, you better be doing some sales, some crazy sales to pay for that subscription. All right, so I did get the whole store set up, all the branding. We ordered stickers yesterday so that we put them in the packages because I want to drive increased sales, return sales. And I went sourcing by myself this week because Teresa, I wanted to go source for these items at an antique store.
And I had something else to do.
Teresa had other things going on. She said, get out of my hair. So I just went sourcing.
But he tried to make me feel guilty for not going sourcing with him.
She should feel guilty. I shouldn't have to do things by myself.
Because what I said was, he's like, I want to go sourcing for some ephemera stuff. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to source for that stuff.
She does not. So I did go about 30 minutes away to a town and went to an antique store, and I did buy a bunch there. I will say we are not, at this point, the niche has an extremely low sell-through rate. The store that we're running right now has about 4 to 5 times the market sell-through rate so far. And last night, I finally turned on promotion for the store. We hadn't been running any promotion.
So all of his sales, which
Have
is
been organic.
$420 worth of sales, have all been organic sales.
Yep. So it's doing well above what the eBay market says it should be doing. So the experiment's going well so far. It is still, I do currently have, between stickers and inventory and everything else, I think we have around $700 invested in the niche in the store.
$300 in the hole?
So we are technically like $300 in the hole, but we have almost $6,000 worth of inventory on the store.
Plus some more coming.
Probably another $4,000 to $5,000 worth of inventory not on the store that still needs listed.
Plus some more coming.
And it just may take us a year to get it back. I don't know. So it is kind of an experiment of doing a niche store where you're not only listing all the same items so that you can fast track your listing because every listing's the same.
Yep.
You're also shipping the same item over and over and over. So packing is, like, you could pack 100 of these items in an hour.
You can. It just takes Corey a little bit to figure out how to maneuver the boxes that he bought.
It did take me a little bit because with the bigger stuff, I have a box that we bought that's like a pizza box. You have to put it together. So it took me a little bit to figure that out, but I'm much quicker at it now.
Did you put the first one together backwards?
I did. I folded it inside out.
I thought I remembered you saying that while we were packing.
Yep. So I've been very focused on that store this week a lot. I've been putting on 40 to 50 listings a day on the store. And every day I haven't missed a day. It only takes me 10 minutes to photograph all 40 listings. And then I just go inside and it's just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy,
paste. He has
paste.
his own little organization things that he puts them in.
Yep. So keeping them organized and inventoried has been super easy. Like having all the same product, I'm loving. But I have 5 or 6 other niches that are like, I would love to just create a bunch of stores.
Oh, I know. He's already said, Teresa, you should have this niche store and you should have this niche store.
Yep. This is kind of our experiment. If we can make this store profitable and successful to where it's worth the time you put into it with probably the worst sell-through rate on eBay, like we're talking 1% to 2%, not 10 to 20%, 1 to 2% 90-day sell-through rate. That's horrible. And right now we're at about 6% monthly sell-through rate, which is way above the average. So if we can keep doing that, and we're getting a lot of multi-item orders. So if we can make this one successful, I think we could do a successful niche store in pretty much anything.
Yep, and Corey was happy because we got cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching every day this weekend.
We have made sales every day, and like I said, that was with no promotion, no volume pricing, no anything. Like it was just it wasn't even a store at the point we started making sales. It was just an account with very low feedback. So all that is set up.
It is.
Now it's just a matter of keep putting items on it that we have and keep finding new items and see if we can, I think at 6 months, we should be able to tell if this store is in the profit and kind of figure out what our sales averages are going to be.
Maybe.
So at 6 months, we should know if this giant case study needs to be just liquidated and closed down and I can move on to the next niche, or if we scale this and make it workable. One thing I will say is most stores in this niche have 10, 20, 40, 100,000 items.
That's just too bad.
It's a volume business because they're low ticket items with super low sell-through rate. I never want to do that particular model.
No.
I don't want to do that. I don't mind the low ticket items for this store if it had a high sell-through rate, but it doesn't.
Sorry, Corey just said, I don't mind the low ticket items.
Oh, that's not the business I want to be in.
I'm sorry.
But if your trade-off is it takes 10 minutes to photograph and every photo and every listing's the same, like there is an argument for why that's a good business.
And storage is super easy for these because you can fit
Super
a lot
easy.
in a little space.
Yeah, we could sell the whole farm and live in an apartment and still do this business. Like you could literally store 100,000 item inventory in a closet for this business.
You know we don't live on a farm.
Well, it's a farm.
No, we live on an acreage.
It's a farm.
It can't be a farm if you don't have animals.
I grow weeds and raise cats. It's a farm. Support me here, people. Tell her. All right. What actually sold next in our real store?
We sold something Corey picked up. We sold a golf club. It is a Nike VR-S forged 3-iron DG SL X Flex steel right-handed club iron.
It's a 3-iron Nike. Now, this, by the way, would make a great niche. Much better sell-through rate.
But
Much better.
The issue for us would be nobody golfs here in the winter, so it would not do very well in South Dakota.
I think it would do very well in South Dakota. You ship to the whole country. And
I know.
Lots of the country have golf all season long.
We don't have access to the inventory for that.
No, if you find a good golf club here, it's a fluke. Like we're usually finding Dunlaps and Wilsons and stuff like that. Like we don't find
Wilson.
we don't find
Correct.
good golf clubs often.
No, we don't.
So, all right, what do you got next?
We sold a simulator. This was, where did we go? We had this garage sale in Hartford one day. But it's a RealFlight G4 RC flight simulator with Futaba Interlink Elite Controller Mode 2.
So this is what it is. It's a flight simulator. This guy had a bunch of like helicopter models and all kinds of fun stuff there. He bought that for $199.99.
That is not what it sold for.
That is not what it sold for.
No, we paid $5 for it, and it sold for $45. I took an offer on it.
All right. She said, what did Teresa do this week?
What did Teresa do? Work. Work, 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 work. That's what I did.
I will say her list is a lot shorter.
Bite me. It's because I did that. I did this.
The jobs were a lot more involved.
Yes. So, what I did this week, I finally got down to the nitty gritty of going through all of the appliance parts that we have, that we got free. I've gone through. I've whittled them down. I drafted a whole lot on Saturday. I drafted and listed a whole lot. I listed a bunch. I whittled off the stuff that has 0 sell-through rate or has, like 50 of them listed and none sold. And then I think with that, we're going to do just a big
We'll do a lot
and sell it on Shop Commons for anybody that's interested in selling those lower sell-through rate parts. But I did that. I did have $400 in sales on these miscellaneous appliance parts.
We were actually, we were pretty worried about that. We filled up, if you remember a few videos ago, we got these at our in Chamberlain during our highway sale. And we stopped our highway sale midway through and came home because we filled the car. And we were really worried that we filled half the car with free stuff that we weren't going to make. Like we thought we maybe made a mistake. So this has been very encouraging.
Yeah, so 100% profit, $400 in sales. I've listed a majority of it or drafted a majority of it. I think I have one little tote left that's probably got like 30 pieces in it, I think, that I have to finish. And then I'm done with those. But on top of that, so I put all this inventory back in, but I also delisted 4 plus totes of Christmas items.
Yep. The shelves are looking great. Like we got some space back there.
There's a majority of a green shelf and then one of our big shelves back on the back end that are almost empty. I did that because we were prepping for the Christmas in July sale.
Well, you were prepping.
I was prepping.
I created, I don't know.
I think I was going to say Christmas. Corey created
the show.
And we waited until the last minute. I was doing that on Thursday while he was sourcing on Thursday.
Yep.
And I didn't go for him to source because I also record Thursday nights with my guy friends.
My guy friends.
My bros. So I prepped all of our listings for our dollar auction item. I'm pretty sure I had delisted like right under 100 items. And then on top of that, out of my normal week, I did a live with Mike Mecco and Mary McQueen. I had to think about it for a second to make sure. Mary McQueen. They just brought myself and Chris, Buck Mountain, Brad, Black Sheep Society. They had us on. Corey was not feeling good that day, so he did not participate in it. But we just talked about having lives on YouTube. That's all we do with that channel. Chris does do some content himself that's not lives, but we go live every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you're interested in learning this much about reselling and this much about other crap, come check us out.
On Buck Mountain Barnes' channel.
Yes, on Buck Mountain. No, Buck Mountain. It's not Buck Mountain.
Just the Buck Mountain channel now.
Just the Buck Mountain
Chris changed names again?
Oh, it's been Buck Mountain for a while.
All right, so what sold next?
We sold a bracelet. It is a super cool bracelet, and I only paid $4 for it. I don't remember where I paid $4 for it at, but I only paid $4. Yep. And
that's what it is.
A Navajo Southwest style sterling silver, real turquoise, twisted wire cuff bracelet.
And we have had a ton of turquoise-ish stuff in here, but I think this is the first like real turquoise we've actually come along.
Oh no, the other one I have is a genuine white opal. Is the other bracelet, but that one sold for $139.99.
All right, we got another watch. It's kind of a watch.
It is a watch.
I mean, it is a watch, but it's a
petite watch.
It is very petite.
It is a Walum women's 7-jewel petite gold tone with cubic zirconia accents. It's not diamonds. Watch, new battery. This brand seems to do okay for me, but it sold for $49.99.
Look how small that thing is. Like, it is petite. It's like for a child.
It is. So one of the details when you're doing watches is it asks for maximum wrist size. So that one has a maximum wrist size of, hold on, I gotta scroll for a second. Oh, I didn't even put one on there. I don't think I put one on there for that one because it is adjustable, and I didn't want to adjust it out to figure out what it should be at.
All right, now, even though we kind of split up this week and we divided and conquered a little bit.
That sounds horrible.
We did.
We split up.
Actually do some stuff together this week too.
Well, just like this much.
This much. But that was fine. Like, we got a lot done individually so that when we did come back together, we got the important stuff done, starting with the 2-day sale, the 2-day Christmas in July sale.
Yes.
We did that together. She kind of ran the show. I ran the inventory side. And we did go through 3 totes, I believe. Three totes leaving.
Yep, we sold 3 totes worth of stuff that's leaving. Somebody has a gigantic package or packages coming to them because she ordered 16 things on her sale.
And a lot of it was like Department 56 houses, so it's going to be a big box.
Yep. So we did 3 full totes plus a little bit that's on the side, whatever that's going out the door. It did free up a whole lot of shelf space, like we said in the last one. It's freed up a lot of shelf space. Like, I was looking over there as I was pulling stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what can I put here now?
Yep. So that's great. Like, we're loving the dollar auction. We don't go live often, but when we do, we're clearing a lot of shelf space and we're making room for that higher end inventory that we are buying, because we're still very focused on the high ticket sales, even though we're niching into weird little stores and experimenting. But we cleared a lot of shelf space. So it's getting back to where we can almost start sourcing again. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but what actually sold next?
We sold a bag. I've been holding on to this one for a bit. I did buy it on Proxy Bid. The photos make it look way bigger than what it is. It's teeny tiny.
It's a bag in a box.
It is. It is a 1920s Whiting and Davis enameled multicolored graphic mesh purse. Like, put your hand up next to that.
It's like chainmail. It's like screen, like metal screen.
It is. But I held on to this. I listed it for like $90, $89, whatever. And I've had it for a little bit. So I was finally, somebody came in and sent me an offer for $65, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't pay much for it, so I will take it.
All right, we sold another one of Teresa's famous buy here, her
I haven't sold my big one
painted
yet,
pony buy here. So it's nice to see these leaving because we're pretty deep into these.
It is. I think we've sold 4 or 5 of them, and I think we're at the, I want to say like the $225 range right now on what we've made on him.
We're about 2/3 of the way back to profit. We have a lot of these left. So she did sell the painted pony.
Yep. He is a 2010 Trail of Painted Ponies resin Warrior Brothers figurine, and he sold for $43.99.
All right. So again, I thought we were going into this topic in the last one. So I said the important stuff we did together. That's more for this one. We did get to take a little bit of time off this week and go to a birthday party for one of our grandkids. Yep.
We did. Our second granddaughter turned 2 on Friday. So she's a 7-Eleven baby. And what I heard was that if you're a 7-Eleven baby and you can show them that you're a 7-Eleven baby, you can get free slushies from 7-Eleven. The sad piece is,
no 7-Elevens here.
I think somebody said the closest one is like Denver or Kansas. So if you have 7-Elevens in your area, let me know. But yes, we went and celebrated with her. They had a little water slide thing set up. I think the adults that were there had more fun than the two little girls that were there that were participating. But they had fun. They swam. They did all this. She got all kinds of presents.
We spent a good part of our day at the birthday party there. So we took and just kind of relaxed and spent time with family, and that was good. It was a good break to have because we had been buckled down, both of us, in our own little worlds, just working away. We did also get a chance to go thrifting together. We just, not like hardcore sourcing. We weren't out there for the business. It was just stop and look and source and And I was looking for the antique ephemera type stuff, but
And
it
I
was
was
just,
looking for that as well to help him. And I think I picked a couple good ones.
but it was more just a fun thrifting trip.
We did it twice.
We did it twice, just for like an hour each time. Just pop in and look around, and like it was just kind of a relaxing. It wasn't high pressure. We didn't have to make our money. We just looked for stuff.
We did. And that's abnormal because we haven't been sourcing in 3 weeks.
No, it's been 3 weeks. We've been on a sourcing break because we needed to be on a sourcing break, but we are kind of catching up now.
We are.
I think it's like this coming week, like this week, Thursday, we might actually have to put sourcing back on the schedule and get back to.
We'll have to look for garage sales.
Yep, I think we're actually going to start sourcing again. So we took almost a month off, 3 weeks.
But I had a lot of stuff. And I did have a lot of stuff.
We still have so much stuff. Like, we still have a lot, but it's manageable now. Before, we were literally tripping on it, just trying to pack.
Yeah, I do have room now. I think I did get one thing, and I think I like your idea of doing that. I bought at our auction thing a vintage Zima sign. The ballast does not work in it. They showed it working, so I don't know if it got jostled around too hard on the way.
It's the old fluorescent bulbs that have the ballast in the bottom,
Yep.
and they're expensive, like probably more expensive than the sign to replace one.
Yep, and so I think what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the old innards.
The innards?
No, I said innards. And we're going to put LED lights in there for it.
Yeah, if you just put a white LED strip in them, they're going to take 1/100th of the power when they do run it, and they're super easy to put in. So we could just swap all that out for an LED strip and call it good, and we can put it up. And we can even say been converted to LED.
Yep, and it will be source. Yeah, it'll be a pain to ship because the thing is probably about that wide by about that tall, but
Yeah, it's a good size sign.
it'll be okay. So yes, I'm ready to get back to sourcing.
All right, so that's on the plan for this week. Thursday, we're going to look for garage sales. We're going to go sourcing. Mm-hmm. And we might even have to hit some antique shops while we're out. Teresa says, ugh.
But there's a few more that are in the town that we go to that he will probably be able to hit. So if there's no garage sales, I'll give in. I'll go to the antique stores.
Hey, you got to be part of the grand experiment. Otherwise, we won't know if it truly works, if you're not part of it.
But the piece about the grand experiment as well is, as we're laying in bed last night, it's not too much information. I'm not going to give you TMI. As we're laying in bed last night, Corey's telling me that he's so excited about this niche store because he's learning all kinds of history stuff.
I am. I like history. Like, I can't like recite history to you. One of my least favorite things learning history is remembering dates. That was always the hardest. But when you're getting these photographs and postcards and things like that, you start to really pin in on key events and when they happened. And I got the dates right. I remembered the dates because now I know when I'm looking for these things, there's certain events that happened in history that were well photographed and well documented. And I'm starting to kind of put the pieces together. So it is really, it's really interesting. To me, it's fun. Now, profitable? Yet to be seen. We don't know, but it is a lot of fun, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning a lot about running just a niche store in general.
Yep.
Which I think will help us going forward because, like I said, I have at least 5 ideas for niche stores that we could fire up tomorrow. I'm just getting all the bugs worked out in the least sell-through rate, least profitable niche on eBay, I think.
And I would say the least expensive right now.
It is very low barrier to entry. You could buy a lot of this stuff in bulk for fairly cheap. So it is kind of a low barrier to entry if you're going to jump in and try and learn the ins and outs of running a niche.
He even has me on Facebook. I have a message right now that I did not read because it came in while we were recording about a lot of these things that are in Michigan to purchase.
Yep. So it is fun. I don't know. Have you guys ever tried a niche store? Like, I'm very interested. Have you guys ever tried a niche store where you could really systemize things? Like right now, we list a painted pony and a flight controller. Like, it's very hard to systemize that listing and shipping in a really efficient way because not everything's the same. Everything literally that we sell on our main store is different.
Yep.
So, but we probably have 7 niche stores within our main store just because we have enough watches to do a niche store. We have enough
tie clips.
Littlest Pet Shop. We have enough tie clips.
I do have enough Littlest Pet Shop.
Like
I bundled those.
There's so many directions that you could go.
Yep. Barbies.
And I love the volume discount because you can turn it on and say if you buy 2 or more, it's this %. If you buy 3 or more, it's this % off. I love the fact that when people come in, they're buying 2, 3, 4 things at once because that's all you have. Yep. So let us know if you guys have ever done something like this. I'd be interested to hear. I know we hear a lot of people talk about niche stores as the way to go, yep. and I'm starting to think maybe they're onto something. I still like my high ticket store. I think that's where our money will come from.
It will.
But these niche stores, like, way less work. All right.
Sorry, I will tell you, I'm happy for him that he's enjoying it. But the only thing I get are the emails.
The cha-chings come to my phone.
The cha-chings come to his phone. The emails on the sales and the listing and the offers and that stuff come to my email. He gets them as well, but yeah, those all come to that email. Ugh, my eyes, like, I think my eyes gonna pop out.
Take it out.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about what actually sold that made us some money.
Finally. I think this was one of the worst buys that I have ever done in my entire life.
I'm going to make all kinds of noise here. All right, I'm just going to show you this quick and then put it down. It's a giant green coat.
It is. It is a vintage members only men's full zip lined green and brown leather jacket. Size extra large.
And it's not like the typical members only, like the light jackets. That thing's like a parka. It's a heavy coat.
It is. But this came from, do you know where?
I don't.
It came from Corey's decision to buy 3 lots of leather jackets on Shop Commons.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Yeah. This I think we might be close to hitting the profit with it. That might be a liquidation item as well for anybody looking for a leather jacket.
Maybe.
But that one sold for $54.99.
All right, next we sold one of our little Minion cup buddies here.
This one goes out to Trade Titan.
Does it really?
No, I'm kidding. Let me double check to make sure. But no, I'm pretty sure his name is not.
We have had a lot of people ask about these on our live shows and stuff because they always sit up here above us.
Yep.
And that's what they look like, and that finally did sell.
Yes.
Well, finally sell. We sell them every now and then.
Yeah, we have a few left, but that is the Despicable Me 4 Super Minion Souvenir Movie Theater Collectible Cup with the straw. It is new. It has not been opened. But yes, Trade Titan gives me crap every time we do a live. Even on if he ever comes into any of the live, like, YouTube things, he's like, oh, can I buy the Minion? You can buy the Minion. They're available on my eBay store.
Grams and Pops Vintage on
Pops
eBay.
Vintage.
Come find us.
Come buy one. We did
We did what?
auction one off on one of our lives.
We have, yep.
I think that's where I think he's jealous he didn't get one.
All right, so that is it for today. I think we are still together as a couple. We may just be working separately a little bit.
Are you sure we're together as a couple?
Last I heard, I haven't gotten any paperwork, so I'm going to assume yes. And that is it for this week, so we're going to get out of here and get to packing.
Hasta la vista, baby.